I wasn't really meant to be playing Genshin. I need to be playing some other games, or, just don't play any at all. But I feel like playing. I really want to get to the desert, but we all know I've got to do this first. Sounds from afar. As the harvest season arrives, the Mondstadt's Adventurers Guild has received a great number of requests from the citizenry. For what? Requests for what? You and Paimon have also arrived back in the city in response to Catherine's call for aid. How can I help Catherine fend all these queries from the Mondstadtians? I don't think it's really in my purview, is it? Not really a part of my skill set? No, we'll see. Bloom. It's blood. Catherine.
Let me just confirm. Yes, all tasks on the checklist are complete. Traveler, Paimon, we are grateful for your assistance.
But what? I didn't do anything.
Thank goodness you were able to come as soon as we contacted you. Who knows how we would have coped with all these commissions otherwise?
It was nothing. The last couple of days have been pretty busy, but it was all super easy stuff, like delivering and escorting goods.
Oh, are we just throwing us further ahead in the story, going, yeah, you helped them out a bit, but now we're moving on to the juicy stuff rather than having you do that little boring stuff. Okay, awkward, but okay.
When we heard that you were short on people, we thought we were going to be in for another long and drawn-out adventure.
Being the seasoned adventurers that you are, it's true that you are suited to work of a much higher caliber than your recent assignments. However, this situation is unavoidable in Mondstadt at this time of year.
Huh? Why's that?
Probably because it's harvest season.
That's right. This is the ideal season for harvesting crops and fruits. And for the wine capital of Teyvat, it's also the all-important winemaking season. Farmers are anxious to sell off their fresh produce, and all the major wine merchants are seeking to purchase top-quality ingredients to make new product.
Ah, well, no wonder we keep hearing people talking about wine these days.
Don't we always see people talking about wine? Particularly wine coming from the Dawn Winery, Paimon?
Huh? What do you mean? Seriously? Yes, I swear I'm not making this up. The acting Grand Master wants everyone to gather at headquarters in the main hall. Hurry! We need to leave right now or we'll be late.
But who's guarding the front gate?
Hey, wait up!
Wait. Guys? Jean?
Why do those two knights
Kaya! Wah! Okay, I'm done. Hi, Kaya.
Well, hello there. If it isn't the Traveler and Paimon. What a rare pleasure.
Bro, we seriously need more of you in this game. I don't think we got enough of you back at the beginning.
Kaya! Just the person we need! Why is everyone running off to the Knights of Favonia's headquarters all of a sudden?
And is our help required too?
Don't worry. This isn't one of those occasions where you need to come to everyone's rescue.
Are you sure? Because I kind of feel like that's every day in this game.
All that's happened is that the Knights of Favonius have just received a letter from the Grand Master.
Finally!
Acting Grand Master Jean will be convening a meeting in the main hall shortly to go through it.
Please tell me that we finally get information on the Grand Master. I've only been in suspense for 2 fucking years, but hey, who's counting? Please, I want some juicy, juicy details.
Well, that's a relief. Wait, hold on a second. What did you say again?
The Knights of Favonius received a letter from the Grand Master?
The Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius? Isn't that Varka? The leader of that legendary expedition?
Yep.
So, what did Varka say in the letter? How's the expedition going? When are they getting back?
Paimon, that's the purpose of the meeting, to read the letter.
Oh, so interested in our Grand Master all of a sudden?
All of a sudden,
Never knew you were such a gossip.
dude, I've been interested in him right back to when we found out that Jean was the acting Grey Master. And Paimon's always been a gossip, that's not new.
It's only normal, isn't it? Bet you'd be curious too if there was someone you'd heard loads about but never met. Even Master Jean says he's a living legend. Oh, pretty hard not to get hyped up after hearing that.
True that.
Besides, the expedition has been going on for ages, and we still never heard a single thing about what they're up to.
That's true, actually. We don't even know what expedition he's on, just that he's on an expedition.
The acting Grandmaster is very gracious in her appraisal. Varka brought quite a bit of trouble to those around him on the road to becoming a legend. I'll have to tell you about it sometime.
Okay.
Anyway, since this has piqued your interest, why don't you join me at headquarters? And we'll see what the letter says.
Yeah.
We do miss our honorary knight, after all. It's been quite a long time since your last visit.
Well, I'm busy in Sumeru.
Sure, let's go and see what it's all about. Bye, Catherine. See you soon.
All right. Take care now.
I won't tell you what happened to the Catherine and Sumeru. Sounds from afar of Ballads and Brews, Act 1. Sorry, I just know that there was a quest here, but I've already marked it, so we're all good.
Haven't you heard? There's a strange wanderer near Wolfendom.
Do you mean Razor? Who knows? Knights of Avonius, you say. We can take this staircase up, yes? And around again, and then around again. Isn't this nice? Oh, this is a freaking adventurers guild. Sorry. It's been a while since I've been a monster, alright? I'm allowed to get a little lost. We basically never come here. Ever. For any reason. God, your stamina is atrocious, and it's at max Mondstadt stamina too. Ugh. Come on, last charge. And slowing down again. Oh, you're not at full health. Sorry. Probably ought to do something about that. Are you guys not invited to the meeting? I mean, even the dudes in the front gate were invited. Ugh, that color really is icky.
It looks like just about everyone's here.
How many Knights of Favonius are there, by the way? Wait, Amber should be here then, should
Hey there, cutie. Paimon. I didn't know you two would be coming. So you heard about the letter?
Yup.
Yep, we ran into Kaya near the Adventurers Guild. Oh, wow. Paimon's never seen so many people in the main hall at once before.
I don't think I've ever paid attention to the females' armor. It looks quite nice on them. I mean, these guys have got these big pauldrons and they're kind of missing that kind of defense on their upper shoulders, but it still looks nice as the breastplate fits quite nicely.
Oh, Paimon's getting kind of nervous now.
Paimon, you're very bloomy.
Don't get too carried away, all right? If I know the Grand Master, the fact that he has the time to be writing letters means it's probably nothing serious. It certainly won't be bad news.
I hope I'll hold you to that.
Kaya's exaggerating a little, but otherwise I agree.
Okay, I mean, if two people are on that opinion, I will take it.
After all, Mika's not the kind of person who'd be able to keep it hidden if something were the matter.
Who's Mika?
The truth would be written all over his face.
Is he the messenger? Mika, oh, you're actually asking that. Is he the messenger?
Over there, look. The kid standing next to
Oh my
Jean
God,
in
he's so
front of the
tiny.
staircase.
He's so tiny. Is he really allowed to go off by himself? It seems very unsafe.
He used to be a land surveyor in Eula's team. He's very talented in what he does, and a very reliable person. When the expedition team set out, the Grand Master appointed him to be the core member of the frontline team.
Okay. What does he do exactly, though?
He's the one that brought back the letter.
Please, may I have your attention, everyone? Now that we're all here, let's begin reading out the letter from the Grand Master.
Oh, so you haven't actually read it yet. You're going to read it for the first time in front of everybody. Ooh, I probably would have screened it first, but sure.
Mika, please, go ahead.
Yes, Master Jean.
What's this thingy called? Is it an ahego? Ahego? I'm not the biggest fan of those. It just looks so weird. That's the kind of thing that we kind of like flatten down with water, not have like actively sticking up, making you look like a rooster. But hey, whatever floats your boat, Mika. Ooh, this reminds me of Kaya a little bit. Oh God, you're so gloomy.
Hello, everybody. I am Mika, surveyor of the reconnaissance company.
What do you do as a surveyor?
Recently, I have been taking part in an assignment with the expedition team.
Charismatic
I
he
will
is
now
not.
be reading Grandmaster Varka's letter aloud for you all.
We've got to work on your public speaking, son.
To the Knights of Favonius. Greetings, everyone. This is Varka.
I've only been absent for 2+ years, but how is everything going?
The first thing I want to say to you all is please put your minds at ease. The expedition is safe, and all of its members are accounted for.
Oh, that's fantastic news.
There really aren't that many Knights of Favonius, are there?
My palms are sweating.
May I continue?
Yeah, keep going.
Go
Don't
ahead,
just
Mika.
stop.
All right. Now that your fears are allayed, I trust you'll be ready to listen to the rest.
Which means he's
of
not coming
my
back
letter.
yet.
I'm writing to you from the northernmost reaches of Tevat by the light of a stove.
Which country is
The
that?
expedition forces are stationed here while we restock.
What land is the northernmost? I'm just trying to remember from a map. I think Snezhnaya is above some... Oh my god, I don't remember. Because you got Snezhnaya, Fontaine, and Natlan, or whatever it's called. All three are above Sumeru and Liua. I guess Mondstadt. I don't remember the order that they're in, though. And Snezhnaya and Natlan can't really be next to one another because one's frosty and one's fiery. I don't remember. So yeah, I don't know where he is.
I once told you that the purpose of this expedition was related to a dangerous secret from days long past. I am still unable to disclose more than this, but suffice to say that you needn't worry about how our
why?
mission is progressing.
Whose secret? I mean, I'm assuming Conroe, but whose secret? And why is he therefore unable to disclose more? Ugh, the questions keep piling up. How is this an event quest? This seems like core quest material here.
In the past couple of months, we received an unexpected visitor. The Fatui Harbinger known as the Captain.
Ah, Il Capitan.
The captain?
Which one was that? I don't remember who was who. And why is he there? Are you in Snezhnaya?
I am fully aware of the Fatui's outrageous actions in Mondstadt in recent history. Nevertheless, the captain was not hostile towards us on this occasion.
Probably because he wants to know what you're up to and the secrets that you're unveiling.
Open parenthesis. I rather suspect that's because this time, Snezhnaya and we are in the same boat. Close parenthesis.
What do you mean?
The man hides everything under the mask he wears, so no one can know his past or his origins. However, one thing is for sure. He is as hard as iron for having the courage to challenge gods as an ordinary mortal.
That doesn't answer my question. What do you mean that Snezhnaya and Mondstadt are in the same boat? In what context?
I don't doubt that he could even take out a ruin guard by stabbing it in its big, glowing eye with one of Klee's crayons. Open parenthesis, don't get any ideas. Close parenthesis.
Klee's not present, so it's okay. Where is Klee?
Our scouts have confirmed that the captain received orders to head for Natlan 3 days ago. We'll be able to sleep much better now that we don't need to worry about him anymore.
Well, that narrows down the possibilities from 3 to 2. It's not Natlan, it's either Snezhnaya or Fontaine. It must mean Snezhnaya. Otherwise, it'd be weirder that Il Capitan headed that way.
I will admit that some of his actions have helped us. But even then, he owed us at least that much.
I don't think they consider themselves in your debt. I do think it's because they want to know the secrets, and I guess they're using the honey approach.
This year's Vineleza Fest must be kicking off in Mondstadt any day now. What a great pity that this year, once again, we will be unable to spend the festival together.
Well, sir, that seems like a you problem.
Everyone here is always thinking back fondly upon the fine wines of Mondstadt, as well as the happy times we have spent with each and every one of you. I hope that you and all the citizens of Mondstadt enjoy the festival to the fullest. Have a few drinks on our behalf. The Dawn Winery's limited edition Vineleza Fest seasonal special will do nicely.
Yay.
May Lord Barbados bless Mondstadt, and may the wind carry our sentiments back to your side. Varka.
Yeah, that's way more questions than answers. Where is Amber and Clee for that matter? They're conspicuously absent. And Eula.
P.S. If you're wondering who's tougher between me
I wasn't,
and
but
the
sure.
captain, well, I'm the Grand Master. There are 10 captains in the Knights of Favonius, but only one Grand Master. Ah ha 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 ha. His laugh, not mine.
Is that what he actually sounds like when he laughs? Paimon looks unenthusiastic at this prospect.
The letter ends here. Thank you, everyone, for your attention.
You're welcome. You need to work on your speaking comprehension.
Thank you, Mika.
That was terrible.
Master Jean, I just noticed that there's something else written on the back of the last page.
Was that an anima or a cryo? I think it was cryo. On his hand.
PPS. I ran out of paper, so I'll add this here. Lisa, the following is a message for you.
His ear piercing.
This part seems to be from the Grand Master to Miss Lisa.
What? Did they have a thing?
Oh, for me?
How intriguing.
Seeing that it's a special message, Lisa, we'll discuss this in private. Everyone, as the Grand Master mentioned in his letter, the Vineleza Fest is in just a few days. And how fortunate we are at this time to receive word that all is well with the expedition. Though they are unable to return to Mondstadt and spend the festival with us, the Vineleza Fest will nonetheless be a major event that all of Mondstadt is looking forward to. I hope that everyone will guard your stations and perform your duties, both for our far-flung colleagues involved in the expedition, and also for the hardworking people of Mondstadt. And of course, during your time off, I hope you will be able to rest, relax, and enjoy this long-awaited festival.
I hope you don't mean that every night Favonius gets the time off, because what happens when something goes wrong? They're all off duty.
That brings our meeting to a close. Dismissed.
You know who he reminds me of? Momiji from Fruits Basket. That's who he reminds me of. The shoes, the hair, the long flowy bits on his clothes.
Paimon hear
I think
that
there's
fight?
wings on the back.
They ran into the Fatui's captain? Who knows what that was about? But it must have been important. But, Fatui Schmatui. The real big deal here is the Vineleza Fest. Sounds like there'll be loads of free food and drink. Paimon wants to hear more.
Typical
Hey,
Paimon.
cuties. How about we go and chat with Jean?
Yeah.
You didn't get a chance to say a proper hello with so many people here.
Yeah, though I really think that message is private for you. I did not realize you had so many roses on you, my dear.
Sounds good. All right, let's go.
Don't have to twist her arm. Oh, he's disappeared. Ah, there he is. Yeah, see. There's little wing bits on his hood here. Momiji had something, had wings going out the side, I believe. Oversized shoes, and then the dangly bits with loose sleeves. Dude, you're like almost a carbon copy of Momiji. Except, you know, he wasn't wearing fantasy clothes. Yeah, you're here. Let me shout to you.
Hi there. You must be looking for Captain Kaya? Please, Don't mind me.
Good God. I thought you were just speaking like that because you're in front of a crowd and you don't do public speaking. Do you normally just speak like that? Because it's kind of really painful to listen to. Actually, I was looking for you. I just wanted to say hi. Hi.
Oh, wait, but what? Oh, jeez, Captain Kaya. What should I say?
Dude, you were at an age where you've been in society for quite some time. How do you not know how to converse with people?
Oh, Mika. How have you not changed one bit after being on the front line this long? You were just asking me about the Storm Terror incident, weren't you? Well, allow me to introduce you to the legendary Honorary Knight.
That's me. Okay, it must be Cryo because it had the same, I'm pretty sure it was the same symbol.
That's right! And also the legendary Paimon!
Yeah, you're not really that legendary Paimon, sorry.
Hi there. You guys are so strong. I'm in awe. I have to go and report in with Captain Eula now. Please excuse me.
Bye.
He just left!
Ah, you're so bright.
Well, that's too bad. Paimon was gonna ask him all about the expedition.
I don't think he can tell you, Paimon, hence the purpose of a very secret expedition that they cannot disclose details about.
That is a pity, it really is. But don't take it the wrong way. The way he sees it, every pair of eyes in Mondstadt is focused squarely on you.
Every time he speaks, it's like he's teasing me. Just the tone of voice.
Give it some time, and this will all sort itself out. Next time you see him, I'm sure you'll get along just fine.
I highly doubt it. He needs to learn some social norms.
In fact, let me share a little secret with you. Try talking to him about exploring the wild. You'll win his trust in no time.
But why do I need his trust? Kaya. Hi, guys.
Ah, Lisa. The Grandmaster's letter is just on the table. Traveler, Paimon, it's been a long time. Apologies, I didn't get the chance to talk with you during the meeting just now. If you don't have any plans in the immediate future, why not stay in Mondstadt for a while? We'll be celebrating the Weinlese Fest very soon.
So sorry, Jean. Back up a step there. If you don't have any plans in the immediate future, lady, I got shit to do in Sumeru. I don't have time to be gallivanting across the breadth of Mondstadt.
Don't be deceived. Jean may appear very composed, but she's been missing you both terribly recently.
I've got an Akasha terminal to sabotage, I've got Academia Sages to kill, and things to do, you know?
Lisa,
I'll leave you to catch up. I'm going to read my letter.
But I'm curious, what did he write to you about? I've missed Mondstadt too. I've missed everyone as well.
Yeah, Mondstadt's where our journey began after all. We have a lot of fond memories here.
I think I need to bump down the bloom. It's really painful.
Master Jean, neither of us really knows anything about this Weinlese Fest. Could you tell us more about it?
You have a lot of festivals.
yes, of course. The Weinlese Fest is an ancient Mondstadt festival just like Ludi Harpastum and Windbloom. In addition, it's the most important part of the fall.
At this point, we're going to be celebrating a festival in every single region of Teyvat on like a weekly basis. There's 3 now for them. We've got at least one for Liyue, at least one for Inazuma. Surely their number's going to go up as well. And then now we've got Sumeru. We've just had their festival, which was a minor one. So I can't expect what's going to happen in a major one. Like, too many festivals.
Each fall, the west wind blows in Mondstadt. Legend has it that the wonderful scent of Mondstadt's winemaking during the harvest season entices even the Animo Archon into attendance, being the great wine lover that he is.
Oh, he doesn't even need the wonderful scent. He just needs to know there's wine there and he'll be there because he's a freaking alcoholic.
No matter where he is, he will transform into a soft breeze and return to his homeland.
Like, Jean, I know that your land is the land of wine, but his alcoholism isn't endearing. It's toxic.
Yeah, that sounds like the Animo Archon, all right.
Yep.
For this reason, Mondstadters call the western wind the returning wind. The Weinlese Fest originally began as a celebration to welcome Lord Barbados on his return.
Well, that's actually quite cute. I like that.
In the past, every household would brew fresh wine around this time of year and keep it sealed at least until Windcoming Day during the following year's Weinlese Fest. Uncasking the sealed wine is a symbolic way of inviting the Animo Archon to share a drink. Legend holds that if the Animo Archon is satisfied with the taste of the wine, he will summon a gentle breeze to richly bless the people.
Are you sure it's not just a windy time of year? Richly bless how?
Knowing him, it was probably blessing them with more good wine the next year.
Because he is the only one who would benefit from that.
That's a good question. But there's really no way of knowing. These are very old stories. Many of the details have been lost to time.
Yep, that'll happen. Some stories change completely as they get passed down. Hence why these days, Mondstadters will get into endless arguments over what kind of flower a windbloom is.
Oh god, Paimon, don't remind me. I'm getting PTSD from the last windbloom.
All part of how cultural heritage is created.
Indeed. But for the time being, at least, the tradition of paying tribute to the Animo Archon on Windcoming Day is still alive and well, and the Weinlese Fest remains a time for Mondstadters to share the joy of the harvest with one another as they partake of fine wines. This is a time of the year when many Mondstadters living away from Mondstadt return to their hometown. For those unable to return, Weinlese Fest is the period when they miss their family and friends most keenly.
That seems rather fickle. They only miss their relatives and their friends at certain times of the year.
Oh, so that's why the Grandmaster wrote, "May the wind carry our sentiments back to your side."
I mean, does it matter why he wrote it? It seems suitably poetic for a Mondstadtian. Mondstadter.
For this year, we've joined forces with the Church of Favonius and the Adventurers Guild to host a celebration on the banks of Cider Lake, just outside of Springvale. There will also be a traditional wine market during the festival period.
Wine market?
Of course, that's what you pick up on.
Well, originally, it was simply a place where winemakers and farmers would come to trade in raw ingredients for winemaking.
Is Paimon legally allowed to consume alcohol, by the way? Have we had this conversation before?
These days, it is a much grander affair. Not only will you find a range of choice wines, but seasonal fruit beverages and food items for everyone to enjoy too. A lot of people also sell secondhand goods and handicrafts at the market. The Knights of Favonius plan to use this as an opportunity to do some fundraising for needy children and elderly people in the city.
Wow, sounds pretty cool.
If you have the time, I encourage you to take a look around. I hope you'll find it a worthwhile experience.
If you give me Primer Gems, it will be.
Now, Lisa, what was the Grand Master's message to you about?
I was just about to bring that up. The Grand Master says he wants me to handle something for him. Something to do with Razor's past.
What? How is Razor relevant? I mean, no offense, Razor, but how are you relevant?
Razor told us that he was raised by a pack of wolves in Wolvendom. He never knew his parents. In his own words, the wolf pack is his lupical, which means family.
Yes, that was as much as I knew as well.
But the Grandmaster knows otherwise?
But in his letter, the Grand Master says that in the cabinet above the third bookshelf, to the right of the grandfather clock in Jean's office, there's a wooden box containing some items that Razor's parents left for him. He says it's time to give the box to Razor.
What? And why did he wait to do this while he was away from home? This is a very strange timing.
Does this mean the Grand Master knew Razor's parents?
Well, I mean, how else do you think he got it? Oh my god, the Traveler's arm looks really skinny right there.
It would seem so. The Grand Master didn't simply run into Razor one day in Wolvendom and teach him how to use a sword. No, the connection between them goes back much further.
Wait, Valka taught him how to use a sword? Did I know this and I've just forgotten? Because that happens 9 times out of 10 in this game. But okay, interesting.
Wow. Well, come on, let's go find Razor. He'll be pretty excited to find out something about his true parents.
Yeah. What do you mean, Come on, wait, Lisa, something's worrying you.
Oh, cutie. Nothing escapes your eyes, does it?
Not generally.
For the child who never met their biological parents, this kind of conversation is always a difficult one, even for the most well-adjusted. By contrast, Razor grew up in Wolvendom and has had very limited contact with human society. Who knows whether he's ready for this or not?
Is it something he would even have considered? Since he considers the wolves to be his family, would he even be thinking about his parents?
I'm sure the Grand Master will have given due consideration to Razor's circumstances.
I hope so.
Perhaps he felt that now would be the most appropriate time.
That's a good point. Okay, cuties. Can I leave you to break the news to Razor?
Wait, you're not coming with?
He thinks of me as his teacher, so he might not open up to me if he gets upset. But you are his trusted friends. I think it makes more sense for him to hear about this from you.
I actually disagree. I think it makes way more sense coming from you, an adult protector, teacher figure in his life, as opposed to me, where I'm just some random. Oh well, don't worry, leave it to us. We'll talk it out with Razor.
Thank you, sweetie. Try to be as encouraging as you can. Someone his age needs all the love and support they can get.
Oh, you picked the wrong cookie for this mission. I'm going to bloom. Oh, those are literally my options, on or off. I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. Crowd density high. Dude, what crowd? There's no crowd. Crowds don't exist in this game, but seriously, really? On or off? There's just no in between, is there? Did we magically get primogems from any source whatsoever? I don't think I have anything. Oh, hey! Oops. No, that. Oh, I must have picked some up from mail. I was not even paying attention. Now, in regards to wishes, you guys keep saying, you know, don't keep going for 4 stars because, you know, you're really not likely to get what you want. That's okay with me. I am trying to get more of Candace, even though you guys said that only C1 and C6 are what matter with her. But yeah, whatever. I wouldn't mind getting another Kino. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure I could save his wishes for something else, but I'm not too phased about anybody that's coming up on banners. So did this always have a gold border? I do not recall. So I'm just gonna wish and go with. I'm not that fast. Yes, I'm gonna do them individually because I only have 10. And I want to change the 4-star pity if I can. Surely we're reaching 4-star pity. Oh my god! All I get is cookie. So many cookies. She's gonna be close to C6 for me now, doesn't she? Maybe I should put her in and replace Jean. Oh, no, wait, Jean's actually... I have a C6 Jean, don't I? I'm pretty sure I have a C6 Jean. Pretty sure I have a C6. No, that one. Oh well, more fodder. More fodder whenever I increase. Ugh. Any weapons I get. Alrighty. Let us deal with the 2 of them. Changyan would be close to... Yep, there it is. C6. I knew he'd be getting close. Too bad I don't use him anymore. Oopsies. And then Cookie. I keep calling it Kukri because a Kukri is the weapon. And it's what it reminds me of. Oopsies. No. This. To this. Dish! Yay! She's a C3. I thought we got a few more of her. I suppose we got, Sayu. Jesus Christ, we've got so many Sayus. It's insane!